because I'm like, I don't take notes usually, when I really should go back and listen to podcasts and everything because there's so much goodness that you were talking about. Well, and I have to go back to what you originally started with. And, I'm looking right here. I have to shameless plug, the Joyful Entrepreneur, because this was all about the busting the myths, right? And one, not my chapter, but one of the chapters in there right there was money is the root of all evil, or money is
Yeah.
evil. And that's one of the most misquoted scriptures ever. Because the true scripture, which you said, is the love of money is the root
Yes.
of all evil, and we can't serve two masters. And so that it's when you break that down and you look at it from that lens, you're like, no, money is a tool. Money has there's nothing behind it. It's not good,
Good or bad.
it's bad.
Yeah.
It's truly just this thing that doesn't belong to us anyway, and flows in so that we can then flow out to be a blessing to others. Is there a particular, I just felt like in my spirit as you were talking about all these different, is there a specific story of somebody who you've been able to be that steward and help, like, that really sticks out in your mind at all?
You know, I have I think about this because some days it's hard running businesses and doing all the things, and some days I want to quit. And I think we all do, right? Like it's hard. And I look around and I'm like, if I quit on them, and they all, like, their families are dependent on the paycheck that I get, that I'm blessed to be able to deliver to them, right? Over the years I've just had the opportunity to help people invest in homes. And one story that I guess stands out in my head is when I got recruited to this company, I worked with a broker who, I always, in the real estate world, the broker is your boss. And they legally, they oversee what you do and whatnot. So I meet this woman and she's fantastic and she is my boss, but she's not paid very well and her responsibility is through the roof. And I can see the stress on her. And we had at that time like 350 agents writing crazy contracts, and she's got all this stress and she's not making very much money. And I think to myself, ooh, like, I would hate to have her job. And I would talk to her often about, like, why don't you just come do what we do? Why don't you just come sell? And then you don't have to go, the liability of all these agents and all the pressure. And it was, well, I don't have the money. I don't have any other source of income but my own.
Mhm.
And I'll never forget, one day I called her and I'm like, hey, I got an idea. Will you hear me out and will you trust me? And half of this comes with building rapport enough that people will trust you to
Mhm.
let you lead them.
Yeah.
And it was just a moment. I didn't know if she was going to go for it or not, but I'm like, I have this house and I found this deal and it's a good deal and somebody should jump on it. And I'm self-employed and I'm not going to qualify for it. You have this consistent income. It might not be much, but you can buy this house and then you can put renters in it and it'll bring you a second source of income. And she, bless her heart, trusted me and went, talked to my lender, got pre-qualified. She still owns that rental today, but it allowed her to have a second stream of income that then allowed her to become an entrepreneur and start her own business. So now she's got multiple rentals. She has a business going. She is now selling her house and going to travel the country and work her remote business. And I'm like, this is the same woman that, and it didn't take that much. Like, it took one phone call of me saying, trust me, let me walk you through this. Look at the numbers. This will change your life. And it wasn't like $10,000 a month in free income or anything like that. Like, but it was giving her the courage to do it again. So then she did it again. And that one, I'm pretty, like, that one is close to my heart because she's a dear friend of mine. And it took a lot of faith on her to say, okay, I'll trust you. And she did it. And it's pretty cool to see years later that she's not stuck in this wheel that she was stuck in before, just showing up to the job and miserable at it.